This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Shadow Cruiser. And the model number of this trailer is 215 RBS. Okay. Now this is not a floor plan video or sales video. It's just a how-to video, so I'm going to show you some of the features and how they work. Okay. So you have power stabilizers, extend and retract. So the rear switch controls both rear stabilizers. The front switch controls both front stabilizers. You have a power awning with LED strip, outside speakers. Okay, you have that's the vent for your range hood. So there's a baffle there that you can snap open with your index finger or thumb. So when you're venting to the outside, you can open it up so it vents to the outside. Otherwise, you can snap it shut when you're traveling or in storage. That's your furnace vent there. This is your water heater. It works on both gas and electric. The switches are inside the trailer. I'll show you those when we get in there. This is where you drain it from right here. Okay. Never run the water heater without water in the tank, water heater tank. Never. Okay. This is just TV signal out plus some power for a TV set. This is your fresh water tank fill right here. So if you're camping someplace that does not have city water, you can pre-fill this fresh water tank, take the water with you, then use the onboard pump to pump the water. So I'll show you how that works when we get inside. I'll show you where the pump switch is and that sort of thing. Normally you're just going to have city water and you're just going to hook up to it, you'll be all set. This is only for when you don't have city water available at the campsite. Okay, moving on. Front stabilizer switch. These are cranks here. This crank is for your power tongue jack. If it happens to fail, you can pull this plug out here and crank it manually with that. Right. The other one is the longer one, which at the end has a cylinder with a slot cut in it. That's for your power stabilizers. If they happen to fail for whatever reason, for any reason, let me just find one I can get to here so I can show you easily. There'll be I can't see it that easily, but there'll be a shaft with a pin through it, sticking out the other end. So that cylinder with a slot will fit right over the pin with or the shaft with a pin, and you'll be able to crank your stabilizers manually if you get yourself into trouble. If they fail for whatever reason, get damaged, you can always get yourself out of trouble. Okay. Alrighty, and there's some storage under here, and you have your dump hose right down there. So you have a Deep Cycle Marine battery, 2 LP tanks which are full, of course your power tongue jack. Okay. This is your pass-through storage from the other side. You get a reducer to reduce your 30 amp power cord down to a 20. Okay. This is just a hookup. If you wanted to purchase a solar battery charger kit from Furion, this is where it would plug in. It just looks like a little suitcase, sorta. It's just an option, that's all. Okay. Okay, we move down farther towards the rear. You have your hookups here. First of all, you see you have your gray tank, your black tank. Black tank is toilet water and waste. Gray tank is sink and shower water, of course. You have your city water hookup, which is right here. This is the most common way to get water to the trailer. You just hook the hose up, you're all set. Now, after you dump your black tank, which is this one here, after you dump the black tank, you can leave the valve open, like it states on this sticker here. Leave the valve open Then you can hook the hose at the dump station right on here, turn it on, and it'll spray the inside of your tank out. It'll flush it, it'll clean off the sensors. So that's how you flush your black tank right there. This is a spray port to hook up a coiled sprayer, water sprayer. Coaxials through into the inside of the trailer, cable and satellite. That goes to the entertainment area of the trailer. You have your 30-foot, 30-amp power cord. Okay. It's pre-wired for a backup camera, as you can see. That's a Furrion backup camera kit would fit there. It's also it's got a bracket on it for a Lippert telescoping ladder that you can purchase. That's just an option also. Okay. The reason you might want to have this so you can inspect your roof. Make sure you inspect your roof as part of your regular maintenance. You want to make sure there's no cracking or separation or no damage to the roof by low branches or anything like that. Okay. Just stay ahead of things. Okay. So as we come in here, this is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green, like it is right now. Okay, if it's not green, get it serviced. Now, this is pulled out, when it's pulled out, your 12 volt is connected. That's disconnected, that's connected, okay? Just keep that in mind, that if you're not getting 12 volt, you got to pull out on this. So, your slide room is right here. Your power on switch is right here, as you can see. Never leave it out unattended if you're not going to be at the campsite. You want to roll it in so it doesn't get damaged. Let's do it this way. To light your water heater on electric, you're going to use this switch here. To light it on gas, you're going to use this one here. Never run the water heater without water in the tank, of course. And then your water pump is right here. You would use the water pump to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you didn't have city water. You also use that water pump to winterize the trailer. So those are two times you would use it. Your battery's charged. Fresh water's got some water in it, just so we can run it through all its paces and all that. I'll make sure everything is working as it should. But you can test your black and gray tanks, and you can see that you have LEDs here that light up in 1/3 increments, so it tells you how full everything is. Okay, alrighty. So as we come inside, you have a vent here. Okay, this trailer is really in good shape. It's nice and clean, very solid. These are your keys right here. This is your packet with all your literature in it, of course. This is the microwave here. Works like any other microwave. This is the rain hood we talked about. There's the light and the fan. Remember I said if you're going to be using the fan, open that baffle on the outside. Okay. I don't know if he's got your gas turned on here, but I'll just talk you through it either way. You've got 3 knobs here in the center for your 3 burners. This knob here is for the oven, and then this is your sparker. You turn it clockwise to spark. Let's see if he's got it on here. Yes. So there you have it. It's very simple. Now when you're using the oven, at the very bottom at the back there's a pilot light. So you're going to go to the oven knob and you're going to go to the picture of the pilot light. Then you depress it. You keep it depressed during the entire lighting procedure. You start sparking until you see the pilot light down here. Once it lights, you hold this in for 10 or 15 seconds extra to heat up the thermocouple. And after it gets good and hot, you can take your thumb off the knob and go to whatever temperature you want. And it circulates it cycles like an oven does. But when you shut it off, the flame goes out, So does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. You have a light here and then light down there. Okay. Always travel with this down. Like so. This is your power converter right here. So this converts AC to DC power. So when you're plugged into shore power, you have 110 AC at these circuit breakers. These are just like circuit breakers like you'd have at home, and they're all labeled here. Okay, so that's kind of your AC distribution center. And after that, the AC power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. So you've got 12 volt fuses, and they're all labeled here. So that's where the 12 volts come from. Also, this will, as long as you're plugged into shore power, this will sense your battery, how much energy your battery has and needs, and it'll send as many amps necessary to charge your battery up. So it's also a battery charger. So it's a AC distribution center, it's a AC to DC converter, and it's a battery charger all in one. And that's called a power converter. Okay? Alrighty. These are remotes here. Before we go any further, this is your thermostat. It's very simple. You just push the mode button, and you just keep pushing it till you get to the mode you want: air conditioning, heat, whatever. It's all very simple. Okay, so obviously you got a bracket for a TV, and that when this light, you can shut this off, but when this light is on, that's telling you your digital antenna is on. Okay, if it's not on, you'll know it because you won't be able to get a signal. Okay, let's see what else we have here. There's your sound there. I'll shut it back off.
Soaking up the sun, make your summer unforgettable at BetMGM. Looking for some hot thrills?
Okay, so I'll get a little closer and show you some of the features. This is a Furrion disc player, FM radio, Bluetooth. So it plays discs right here, of course. It also plays AM, FM radio. It has Bluetooth, so you can stream off your phone or your tablet right through this, right through your radio. 2 speaker zones, 1 and 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. You have a USB drive here, so you could put all your MP3s onto one little USB stick and take them with you. This HDMI is an in. That's in case you want to go into the system with something else, like a portable Blu-ray player or something, once you get the TV hooked up. So it does a lot of different things, everything you need it to do anyway, and then some. Now the bottom piece here is a fireplace. The fireplace is also let me find the remote. It's also a space heater. There's your remote here. So there you have it. You can change the power there. Change how you feel, or maybe you can hear it, but the fan kicks on right now. It's really kicking out the heat. It also has a timer, so you can turn it on and off when you want to. And like I said, you can adjust the intensity of the fire, so to speak. Okay, so it's not just a fireplace; it's also a space heater. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Your refrigerator is a 12 volt DC refrigerator. You just turn it on here. You select your temperature settings here, up and down. You got different modes. That's night mode, where so you save energy because it's nighttime. That's evening. That's normal day mode. It all runs on 12 volt DC. Okay. Do this with my other hand here. There we go. Okay. So 12 volt DC refrigerator. Now, when it comes to your bathroom, shower works like any other shower. Sink works like any other sink. This is a GFCI here. Keep that in mind. Keep in mind all the plugs in the trailer are wired to a GFCI. Even if it's just a regular plug, it's still wired to a GFCI. Alright, everything's protected. When it comes to your toilet, you have a flush pedal right here. Alright, so when you get, this sits right over a black tank. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, you'll come in here, you'll put a dose of chemical right in the bowl, then you'll step on the pedal and hold it down until you put at least a gallon of water in, along with the chemical, then it's ready to be used. If you don't do that, it's considered using it dry. What will happen is it'll get clogged up, plus it'll smell super bad. So you never want to run it without chemical and at least a gallon of water in it, okay? Every time you flush it and you're going to reuse it, you need to repeat the procedure. Dose of chemical and at least a gallon of water, okay? Alrighty. I think that about covers it. Let me see here. All the important stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Emergency window here, of course. Okay, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting the roof and the seals. Anytime you see, any place you see sealant from the factory, you want to look at it, make sure there's no cracking or separation. That includes the roof. Also, right now this is in camping mode, so all the antifreeze has been purged from the system. The water heater has been put into camping mode, and it's been filled with fresh water, so it's all set for the season. Okay? Thank you.